Hey guys, so in this very first video of this Camtasia series, I'm just going to take you around and give you a very brief explanation of where everything is in the user interface and the dashboard, so you know what is where. So I'm just going to be touching on everything very briefly, and then in further videos we're going to drill into every feature and function one by one and finish off with actually editing a video so you can see the editing process. So I'm on Mac here. Things are going to look a little different on Windows, but all the features and functions should be the same. The only main difference is I've got a feeling on Windows you can't export as an MOV file. So other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. It might just look very slightly different. So we'll start up over here. We got this share button. This is basically where we can export the video, and then when you click it, you've got different options down here. You can send it straight to Streamcast, TechSmith as well, YouTube, Google Drive. Personally, I have tried these, but personally I don't use them much because they kind of clog things up, and it's easier just to put it onto your local computer and then upload it to wherever you want it to go after that. Here you got your profile. This is where you log in. Here we can download assets from Camtasia. They got free and paid stuff. We'll have a look at that later on down the road. Over here, this is options for our canvas area, which I'll point out here. This area here where you see this black window is the canvas area. This is where we see our video preview, and this is where we kind of see what the finished result is going to be like. So here we got the options for this screen area. So these here are basically just where we can zoom in and out. You can also use two fingers on a trackpad. I'm on a laptop here, so you can use two fingers or roll a wheel on the mouse. You can detach the canvas. We'll look at this a little bit later on, and then you've got the actual settings like the frame rate and stuff like that. Here, these options again, these are for the canvas, for moving stuff around, cropping and resizing. Over here we've got this record button. This is for screen recording, which I'm using right now. Here we got our media bin, so this is where we import our files, so we can use audio, video and pictures. So we bring them in here, and then these are ready to use to build up our video, which we then bring down to the timeline down here where we chop them up and set the time and stuff like that. So we'll look at that again, and we'll look at this library as well, which is pretty much attached to this media bin, where we can store pre-made stuff and music and things like that. You've got a couple of different ways of importing. You can click import there, you can click this plus icon, or we can drag and drop, and I'll show you that when we actually start bringing stuff in, and you can just change the view from a list to a grid there. Down here is where we got our options to kind of do stuff. So this is where we've got all different kind of features here, and I'll go through these one by one in separate videos and drill down on them so you know exactly what's what with all those. And then down here we've got our timeline. So like I said, this is where we bring down media down here, and we cut it, we chop it, we add transitions, we can add text, animations, things like that. And here you'll notice like you can grab and move this up and down as well, like this, so you can get a better view. Over here we can double tap and we can reduce that, and we can click this properties over here so we can have a bigger viewing area as well. We can also detach this canvas if you're using two screens, but I'll show you that as we get more into it. This is just a quick guide really. Here we got tracks, so when we get into editing we build our video up through with tracks. It's a little bit, if you're familiar with Photoshop, it's like layers in Photoshop, so whatever's on top is on top of everything on the canvas area here. Then you've got some different options down here. You can add in, well this is on quiz, but we can add markers and stuff like that in. Just get rid of that. You can change the size and expand it, and we can zoom in and out on here as well. Over here is properties. So depending on what you're selected on your track down here, this will give you different options for different editing options and adjusting volume and things like that. So that's just a very brief look at the dashboard and where everything is, and then in the next videos we're going to start drilling down on each individual thing so that you become an expert at Camtasia by the end of this video series. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching the video. To watch the next one, click right here. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here.